Remember NFTs? You know, those digital images that were being touted as the future of the internet, and people were spending millions upon millions of dollars on them? Yeah, well, where are they now? Before we get into that, let's go through a super quick refresher. NFT stands for non-fungible token. Tokens are basically a digital record of ownership. They can be physical or digital. In the case of NFTs, they're digital. Non-fungible just means that it's not interchangeable. So you can't swap one NFT for another because they're not the same thing. Think of it like Pokémon cards. Each card is unique and therefore valuable in different ways depending on its specific traits. The difference between NFTs and physical cards is that with NFTs there's no tangible asset. It's entirely digital. In 2021, NFTs exploded in popularity and people began buying them in droves. People would purchase NFTs for absurd amounts of money only to flip them for even more money. Moments later, one NFT artwork sold for $69 million. A collection of 500 pixelated monkeys known as the Bored Ape Yacht Club has seen its floor price increase from $200 to $32,000 each. At the time, people were saying this is the next big thing. People would make millions off these things. We're living in the next era of the internet and all that jazz. So what happened? Why don't we hear about them anymore? Well, there's a few reasons why. First, the market collapsed. As with anything that skyrockets in value, when it goes up, it must come down. NFTs were no exception. According to data compiled by CNN, NFT sales have dropped from a high of nearly $45 billion in 2021 to just $848 million this year, a 50% decline from last year. OpenSea, the largest NFT marketplace, has also seen a dramatic drop in trading volume over the past year. It went from $2.7 billion in January of 2022 to just $145 million in January of 2023, a 95% drop. Second, many NFT projects have been plagued with scams and fraud. A report found that almost 80% of NFTs on OpenSea had been plagiarized or directly stolen from artists. There was also a huge security vulnerability which allowed scammers to steal NFTs worth millions of dollars. This isn't exactly surprising though, considering how unregulated the NFT space is. Anyone could create their own NFT and sell it, meaning there's a huge incentive for people to make fake NFTs and try and scam unsuspecting buyers. Third, people realized that NFTs aren't really all that special. At first they were kind of cool because they were new and exciting, but once people started making money off of them, it just became a speculative bubble. And when the money dried up, so did interest in NFTs. I mean, at the end of the day, most NFTs don't really have any real-world use case. Yes, some people collect them because they like them and that's fine. But most people bought them because they thought they could make money off of them. Fourth, there's too much supply. When NFTs first started becoming popular, each project had their own unique style and they were being sold one at a time. Because of this, the value of each NFT was relatively high. However, as more and more people got involved in the NFT space, they realized that they could just copy the code and make their own NFT without having to pay for it. Projects then started mass-producing NFTs, meaning there was an endless supply of NFTs that could be created without having to pay for it. Some projects made thousands of NFTs, flooding the market with supply. As you can imagine, this drove the prices of NFTs way down, because there's just so much of them. Fifth, people don't really understand them. Many people got involved in NFTs because they saw other people making money, and they wanted to make money too. However, they didn't really understand what they were buying. If you're going to invest your money into something, you should probably understand what you're investing in. But in the case of NFTs, most people just saw dollar signs and didn't really care about the underlying asset. Now, this isn't to say that NFTs are dead. There's still a market for them and people are still buying and selling them. However, the market has definitely cooled off since the insane prices we saw in 2021. And I think it is safe to say that NFTs will never be as popular as they once were. Do you guys have any thoughts on NFTs? Comment them down below. Like and subscribe if you're new to check out more of my content, and have a good one.